Aquarius. Welcome to March 2014. Now, March starts off with Mars going in reverse. And Mars is taking his turn to retrograde from March 1st through May 20th. Mars typically retrogrades every 2 years for a period of 80 days. This year, in 2014, Mars is in Libra. So Mars is in the area of your life that has to do with long-distance travel, higher education, the internet, using the internet to market your services, teaching, publicity, sales and marketing, as well as, if you're in school and higher education, this is the area that Mars will rule. When Mars retrogrades, it's not the time to be, bold and daring and adventurous because the energy isn't there. So with Mars retrograde, your energy is being pulled in on inner levels. Okay, you are a multidimensional being. And when Mars retrogrades, the energy goes inside. And so the energy isn't there for daring action or adventure or anything that requires you to display vigorous energy. So if there's something you're doing and it requires a lot of physical energy and push and drive, this isn't the time for it. Mars is excellent for finishing unfinished projects and strategizing, going over plans from the past, going over things. Mars is excellent for that. Now, retrogrades are your opportunity to retrace your steps and go back and reclaim something of value to you. And that's the opportunity here with Mars, is go back over previously initiated projects and finish matters from your past. This is an excellent time to take a rest from demanding physical labors. It is best to wait and further plan after Mars goes direct on May 20th. So anything you're doing, if you're not feeling it, it's not the time to do it. It's like trying to swim when the tide is out. The water's not there. You want to wait for the tide to return and then jump back in. So if you feel like doing something, go for it. But if the energy isn't there, that's the universe saying, wait, it's not the right time. Now, your traditional ruling planet, Saturn, retrogrades on March 2nd through July 20th. Saturn wants to know, is your heart in what you're doing? Is your heart really in it? Is your heart really in the relationship? Is your heart really in the career? Is your heart really in the living location? So here we have another energy in reverse that's actually, it's going to feel good to you having Saturn retrograde, because Saturn has been challenging the Aquarians and the Leos and the Taurus and the Scorpios. All the fixed signs have had to really deal with Saturn at the end of 2012, all of 2013, and for most of 2014, Saturn will go into Sagittarius on Christmas Eve, so 2014. So you've been wrestling with Saturn. Now, having Saturn go asleep, that's what happens when a planet retrogrades. It literally just goes asleep. And it gives us an opportunity to integrate all of the lessons that you've learned from all of your hard work and striving and your patience and persevering, as Saturn has been visiting Scorpio, challenging the Aquarians and the Leos. And so you'll actually like Saturn in reverse because it's less of an intensity to feel that constant growth, that constant pushing, that constant challenging you. Saturn loves to show us our weakest links. Saturn likes to show us where we don't take care of ourselves, or we don't include ourselves, or we're too focused on a relationship at the expense of our career, or we're too focused on work at the expense of our relationship. And so with Saturn stepping back, this gives you, Aquarius, an opportunity to assimilate everything you've been learning and, feel like the stress is just leaving, and which is nice, right? So it feels like, okay, I can relax now a bit and digest everything I've learned. before Saturn comes back at the end of July. And so take this opportunity to build up your reserves. That's why I have the Strong You program here, building your personal foundation. The stronger you are on the inside, the more you can achieve in the world. The stronger you are on the inside, the more you can accomplish your goals, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams come true. And so it's all about this time right now is building up your reserves, your emotional reserves, your mental reserves, your physical reserves, your spiritual reserves, your financial reserves, building up your energy. The stronger your reserves, the less your buttons get pushed. The stronger your reserves makes your life easier. And no matter what's going on, you don't feel so reactory to it because you have rest, you have money, you have your head going in the right direction, you feel spiritually strong. And that's what it's about, especially with this Mars retrograde and now Saturn retrograde. Saturn isn't as much as personal as Mars is, first Venus was retrograde in January. What do you love and value? Venus was showing you what's important to you. Then Mercury took his turn for retrograde in February, and that was all about challenging us in communication, being very challenged in your communication, right? People not getting emails, people, it's just crazy with Mercury retrograde. Now Mars, which is your energy and drive in life, is taking his turn to go in reverse. So 2014 is a very interesting year because it's as if the universe is saying, don't rush ahead to do anything. Don't rush ahead with your life. Don't rush ahead with your plans. Don't be in a hurry for anything. Because if you are, you could jump into something and then later want to jump back out again. Or you could, start a business, move or whatever, and then find that you don't really have what it takes to do the business, or, you're not totally happy with the place you moved to. So this is a good time for you to not be in a hurry for anything. Don't rush anything. Take your time. Now, Venus enters Aquarius on March 5th, and that's awesome, having the goddess of love, beauty, and abundance in your sign. So you're going to even start looking better in March. When Venus is in our sign, we're more attractive, we look better, we feel better, and she brings opportunities to you. And again, you can't hold your life up because of the retrogrades. If you're waiting in 2014 for a time where there's no retrogrades, it may not come. However, with Mars in reverse, if you don't have the energy to do something, you don't need to be there. You don't need to be doing it. And that's the message with Mars. But if you do feel like you want to do something and you have the energy to do it, go for it. And enjoy Venus in your sign, because she is going to uplift you. She is going to make you feel better. She's going to make you more attractive, and so that you attract the right people and opportunities to you here in March. Then Jupiter moves direct on March 6th. Yay! This is the planet of abundance and opportunity, and having Jupiter direct is wonderful. And for you, it's in the area of work and service, your service to the world. So this can empower you to feel good at work, feel good about the work you're doing, empower your health. Having Jupiter here in this area is very good for increasing our health, well-being, and vitality. Then on March 16th, there's the Virgo full moon. Now, I like this full moon. I love it, actually, because there isn't any challenging aspects to it. The moon and sun are both in harmony with Saturn, your traditional ruler. And this is good. For you, it's happening in the financial areas. It's happening in the area of your talents, gifts, and abilities, your inner and outer resources, your self-worth, your self-respect. The sun is in Pisces and in this area, and then the moon in Virgo is in the area of your husband or your wife's values, resources, other people's values, money being given to you through other than earned income, money given to you through tax payout, insurance payout, inheritance payout, royalty payout. And Saturn is in harmony with the Virgo full moon and the sun in Pisces, coming out of your career and your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. So this is very good for you in the career and financial area. So there could be money coming to you that, you know, is uplifting and perhaps even unexpected, that you didn't know was there. And what else is really cool at the Virgo full moon is your ruling planet, your modern ruling planet, which is Uranus, is in harmony with Venus. So this is very good for attracting money, attracting opportunity. It's good for new relationship for those of you that are interested in meeting someone new. It's very good for you attracting someone into your circle of influence. Again, Venus is bringing people to you. And, Venus and Uranus are sextiling. And that is opportunity. So you could meet someone through, your local circle of influence, people that are in your community, as well as social media. And this is very beneficial for you. This is a really good energy. I like this. Now one of the messages here for you, Aquarius, in March is also about you practicing healthy selfishness. You're very good at being unconditionally constructive with other people, yet you don't always hold that same standard for yourself. You can be hard on yourself. You can criticize yourself and be very conditional with yourself. So make March the month that you are unconditionally constructive with yourself. Like every time you find yourself putting yourself down about anything, you have to give yourself 2 ups. So, if you say, I can't believe I did this, now you have to say 2 positives about yourself. So practice in March being unconditionally constructive with yourself. Like watch your inner dialogue, watch how you talk to yourself, and listen to if you're judgmental with yourself, if you're self-critical, if you're really hard on yourself, and yet you're this humanitarian, you have all this compassion for society and other people. I want you to turn that in on yourself. And I want you to be unconditionally constructive with you. Be kind to you. Be gentle with you. Be graceful with you. And just watch your behavior in March and how that works for you. How it works for you to just step back and be your own best friend. And be good to your best friend. You. Without you, what do we have? So make March the month that you are going to be like incredibly selfish with yourself. Loving your, I don't mean in a narcissistic way where you don't have empathy for others. That's not your challenge. Your challenge is to be loving and kind with you, to be patient with you, to be unconditionally constructive with you. Don't be in a hurry. It's been really challenging for the Aquarians and the Leos with this Saturn square everything. And Saturn always exacts an ideal from us that we can't achieve. So it's like you could win the gold at the Olympics. You're in Sochi and you win the championship. And we're like, yay, you won. But then you turn around and go, yeah, but I should have won it in 5 seconds instead of 10. So don't do that in March. Don't take away your victories. Don't lessen your accomplishments. Every accomplishment you have to celebrate. You have to dance, even in your living room. Okay? So you have to celebrate your successes. Now, Mercury enters Pisces on March 17th, and that is money for you. That's where you're focused on the money, which is good. And money looks good for you in March. And then the sun enters Aries on March 20th. Happy New Year! And astrology is our first day of the year. It's happy spring in the northern hemisphere, hallelujah. And it's happy fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. Then we end the month of March with a powerful Aries new moon, which is activating the grand square. So for you, it's happening in the area of communication. This is your opportunity now to really look at your thought patterns, your habit patterns, your perceptions, your intellect, your attitude, and really make the adjustments to be kinder to you, to be more loving with you. Now, this energy is going to be really intense, and it's the precursor for April. When I come back in April, I'm going to do a big reading for everybody, because April is a game changer, and so is October. These are the months where we're really building up towards the Pluto-Uranus square in April, as well as the eclipses. We have 2 eclipses in April. And so April is going to be action-packed, energy-charged, and you'll be feeling this energy the last week in March. So you'll know what I'm talking about when we get to the last week in March. This will be the energy that will be accentuated in April, and it's intense. Now for you, again, it really is about how you talk to yourself, your attitudes, your communication skills, and also, you know, with Mars in the area of travel, it is good for you to make plans to travel. And if you're feeling stifled or restless, that's the Saturn energy still hanging around. But Mars is giving you the way out, because Mars is in Libra, which is a sister sign to you. And Aries, even the new moon in Aries, is very good for you. Both of these signs pour positive energy into Aquarius. Mars is pouring positive energy into you. Aries is pouring positive energy into you. Aries sextiles you. So you're going to like the Aries new moon, and you're going to like what Mars is doing in your chart, because Mars is saying, don't get hung up on Saturn. Go on a trip, even if it's a short distance trip. Jump in the car and go. Jump on the plane, do lastminute.com. Jump on the plane and go somewhere. Do something that gets you out of your daily routine and gives you that fresh sense of new beginnings here, coming in here with the spring in the northern hemisphere or the fall in the southern hemisphere. Really use this energy to get out of your routines, because Saturn has a way of boxing us in with responsibilities and duties and obligations, and you don't have to do that. You know, get yourself out of there and give yourself a reward during this time period, something you're looking forward to, something that brings excitement to you, something that, you know, energizes you, and makes your life lively. So use March as a time to, you know, go on a trip, go on vacation, be unconditionally constructive with you. Love looks good for you in March, especially with your ruling planet in harmony with Venus in your sign. You're going to be very attractive to people. And for those of you that are coupled, why not plan a trip together or do something fun together that you're really looking forward to, especially around the new moon at the end of the month, where you can go and have fun and you know, energize yourself. Just have something to look forward to. Put that in there. Put that on your schedule. I'm looking forward to, you know, March 25th. You know, I'm getting out of town. I'm getting out of Dodge, and we're going. And also, health looks really good. Jupiter is helping you in that area. Spirituality is growing as well. Spirituality with the Mars there is really opening up your future vision, your beliefs, your truth. And so for you, use March to practice that healthy selfishness. Do what's right for you. When you do what's right for you, it's right for others. Strive to be more kinder to you, more unconditionally constructive, and just watch how that empowers you, gives you more energy, and then you go into the spring feeling really empowered and strong. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast, Aquarius. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! So here we are in March, and we're on our 3rd retrograde. The first one was Venus in January, helping you to define what you truly love and value, what truly matters to you, what is important to you. Then in February, Mercury the Messenger took his turn at retrograde, challenging you in communication. Now in March, Mars is retrograde. Mars is the planet of action and energy. When Mars is in reverse, you don't want to push through anything. You don't want to push. If you don't have the energy to do something, you don't want to do it. So don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, and life makes love look hard. The stakes are high, the water's rough, but this love is ours. And you'll say, don't you worry your pretty little mind. People throw rocks at things that shine, but they can't take what's ours. No, they can't take what's ours.